Okay, so today we're going to be comparing these two kind of hand trucks, mobile trucks. This is the Ketum, and this is kind of just a generic brand. A couple things right off the bat. They both come with storage bags and a strap that you can put the whole thing in and then strap other items on. Same with this one. So we're going to kind of move those out of the way. You see this is a four-wheel here on the Ketum. This is also a four-wheel on this kind of generic plastic version. And already off the bat, this one does feel not as well made because it is plastic. They both have the retractable handles here. And this one doesn't really stay in place. I mean, it's kind of moved around so you can push and pull it here like this. It does have the elastic cord, so you can see, so that we could kind of undo these and strap these on. So they're just kind of hooked on the bottom. I think the length of these does matter as far as the elastic band. So these are going to be 2 feet. When they're pulled up, they're going to be stretching over a box. So we're actually going to put a box on both of them and just see kind of the look and feel. So this is the generic version. The Ketum, one of the things I really like about it is it's full metal, right? So when we've got this locked in place, is the wheels actually just pull up. You can see that we have the larger wheel, we have the extended handle, and then the straps actually go all the way up and around the handle like this. So just from the make of these two, the platform here is plastic, the platform here is metal. The weight capacity for the Ketum is 290 pounds. And for most of the generic ones I found online, they were about 110, maybe 125 pounds. So this is almost double, maybe even triple the size of the carrying weight. So what I'm going to do is just put a couple different boxes on, just move them around just a little bit so you can kind of see what that looks like. Again, the two things that we're going to be putting on, this one's about 40 pounds, the other one's about 40 pounds. I may stack them together, we'll just see. I may or may not use the straps, just depending on what it looks like. So we're going to do the Ketum first. We've got this kind of large generator here. And right. One thing I like about this one is the hooks are strong enough to fit around the actual handle itself. So as we're moving this around, you've got the straps, and you'll notice that I just put the straps here. We have basically what I would call suitcase wheels on it, where the front wheels are whatever. And the nice thing about the back wheels is if we want to lean this back, actually lift the whole thing up, we can carry this whole thing. And these are a really hard polyurethane on these wheels, like this. Okay, so like that. So over on this kind of generic one, this too does have 4 wheels. The problem with these 4 wheels is all 4 of them are the what I would call luggage wheels. And so already you can kind of see I don't love this make because the handle keeps falling over. So with the 4 luggage wheels is you're going to have the possibility of a little bit of rolling because there's not some steady wheels. Hooks are about the same. Obviously these ones are a little bit shorter here on this. And then because you don't have a dedicated back 2 wheels, these kind of get a little bit wobbly, right? I've already done this test before. These get a little wobbly on the back wheels if you're pulling like this. So if we had a stack of 3 boxes high, right? So there's that. Let's put something a little bit larger on this. And I'll pull this all the way up. This might actually be too tall, but I wanted to grab something that was pretty heavy. This one is a piece of furniture. It's about 50, 60 pounds. And you'll notice if we get something taller, is the straps are not going to go all the way over the top to the handle. So we're going to have to come around the side. And I can actually already kind of feel that it's getting a little top heavy. Here is this. Looks like this. And again, this is, I don't want to break into the handles, but this is probably going to go off. The straps are not long enough to go all the way around. At least a crisscross in the back. So I'll throw them. Get some, obviously with the metal base, it's going to be way more sturdy. Again, this one we could go all the way over and around on the handle. We could also go almost all the way around if we're a little bit lower. Go all the way around. So we're just going to go on top, just to the handle. So these are both hooked onto the handle on the back side. Because you've got these dedicated wheels right here in the back that are straight, I think for lifting really heavy items, this one is going to be the best bet. Obviously, with your weight distribution, this one is good for 290 pounds. The generic version is only 110 to 125 pounds. So for me, right, comparing the two, I think just your build, your weight capacity, your lift on all of this is going to be better. Your straps on the Ketum are longer, so you're going to be able to get around, 3 boxes high. If you're here, if your standard, 17 by 15 or 15 by 15 box, you'd be able to get 30 of them high. So I'd love your feedback if you have, the Ketum, or if you have another one. Yeah, really well done.